High five. Fivers! I'm going to shut off the other camera. Well, that was fun. So let's see. Pooch came over, God, not that long ago. He brought his rep box and some filament. And one of his kids wants, you remember that 3D fill I printed using the palette and then I gave it to Matter Hackers? One of his kids wants a big giant 3D fill or a unicorn or something. And so he was like, hey, can you print that for me? Of course I can. Why not? I do have a commission print job coming up with the Raise3D N2 Plus. And part of getting the Bondtechs on there was to ensure the extrusion ability. When I was laying down the filament and just watching it, I was like, wow, that is consistent. That is good. Not that it wasn't horrible before. I mean, the Raise does a good job, but the Bondtech just levels up the experience. That's not them paying me to say that. That's just via the evidence I've experienced. And Raise3D obviously knows that because on their Pro 2 line, it's now Bondtech's. It's not their extruders, it's Bondtech extruders. Being able to grip the filament from both sides, that is the key. Also on Twitter, there's a hashtag called Wavy Wednesday. Fernando made these wavy models. And then I think someone gave it the hashtag of Wavy Wednesday while they were printing them. And that was cool. But I did, I think it was on Twitter, I said, Squishy Wednesday, blah, and I squished it down and everybody was like, whoa, but maybe we can make Squishy Wednesday a thing. Flexible filaments, I've never been a fan. I mean, I've been a fan in the flexible filaments, but I've always just never cared about printing them because most of the stuff that I want to print is rigid or prop and costume related or whatever. I could see with reliability how printing something with a flexible joint would be kind of neat. But side by side dual extrusion is just terrible. There's so many better ways to do it. I know Ultimaker has side by side, but they lift a nozzle out of the way and they have a configuration wizard that helps you set the offset for the right nozzle. Whereas Raise expects you to print some things and then measure and then put in a number and then print some things and then measure and then adjust the number and then look at, it's just 7 hours is what it took me the other day to get it all configured. You know, if the Raise3D machine had Bondtech extruders and hardened nozzles or ruby nozzles, it would be unstoppable. It would seriously just be a wrecking machine. It would be incredible. I know some people like dual extrusion, some people like really big dual extrusion, but man, if I could put a ruby on this thing now and just print incredibly large abrasive material models, that would just be fun. Oh man. I'm having to film this real quick because we have someone coming to install the new garage doors and the studio here is right above the garage, which means it's gonna be loud. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a little bit technical for the channel, but I think that's okay. I think that's okay. I think people like a bit of technical. I did my cold pull video and people seem to like that. It's funny, I do a print like that large city and I print it big and people are like, all you ever do is print stuff big. Why don't you do something on your own? It's like, I do some stuff on my own. So I did a cold pull video. Joel, why don't you look like you're having more fun? Why don't you go back to doing more fun content? It's like, you guys. How about I just do what I want and we call it okay? Listen, thanks again for your support. The Patreon support and sponsorships are insanely important right now, and it's what's going to get us through the holidays. You guys are awesome. So I hope I keep putting out content you like, and if you have the means and you do support me, it's incredibly kind of you, and I can't thank you enough. And I gotta go get this video to Sean. I'll see you. on the next video.